next guest is a hit on television, as you well know. You see her in the kitchen with me, and today she is making her cherry maple granola and whiskey-glazed spice nuts from her new cookbook, Pull Up a Chair. So we're going to invite all of you to pull up a chair and have some of these delicious sweets with Tiffani Thiessen.
Thank you.
Welcome,
Tiffani. I love coming here.
You can see they've all pulled up a chair.
They're so good. Well, we're going to start with my whiskey-glazed spice nuts.
Okay.
Because we should start with whiskey.
I mean, it is.
Right?
Let's have some
I've been
spirits.
toasting these a little bit. You can use whatever nuts you like.
Okay.
Of course, I love walnuts and almonds and cashews, but of course you can do whatever to your liking. And then we've got a little butter.
Okay.
And we're going to melt that in and glaze that up a little bit.
Is it important to
a little
toast the
brown
nuts?
sugar? Yes, a little bit before.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's gonna be harder to toast once the liquid's in here.
Okay.
How
I
do you
see.
know if they're toasted? Is that a
Just
silly
slightly brown. You can
question?
smell
Okay.
them. Can you
Right.
smell them? That's when you know.
Because they burn really easily,
And then
right?
here's the little whiskey. Whoop,
And the
whoop.
whiskey burns off, right?
It says it's more for flavor.
Okay.
Good.
So it's okay if the kids eat it.
So I say. Just kidding. So you basically get this all melted and coated.
Yummy.
And then I throw it also onto parchment-lined paper on a baking sheet. But basically, this is what it's like afterwards. Okay, let me turn this.
So how long does that take usually?
Just for a few minutes,
Just a
yeah.
few minutes.
Yeah, because look, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
It is
So
really
this is what it
good.
looks like after. Now try it.
Gosh, yummy.
There's a
Okay.
flavor I don't
And
recognize.
this is what I'm going to add to it. So it's great without
that's
it. If
good.
you don't want the kick to it, but I add a little kick. So I add a little hot sauce.
That's where the
Right.
southern flavor's
man.
coming in.
That's right. A little sea salt,
Right.
of course.
There you go.
Right?
Nice.
I know.
Now, and
and
what
then we
about
toss that
spices?
up. Would you toss that up for me, babe?
Sure.
And then I put a little rosemary as well.
Rosemary, that's what it is.
Rosemary!
Hey, now, if you make a big batch of these nuts, could you freeze?
Oh,
Yeah, I
freeze
freeze
them,
them.
save
That's
them for
exactly
later?
what I do. So you can
Okay.
have them in the freezer longer. I actually kind of like them cold too sometimes. I'll totally just don't want to start a fire.
what a nice treat, by the way.
But what's great about these is these are really great little hostess gifts. So if you go to a party, we put it together in these cute little jars. How
Oh my
cute is that,
gosh.
right?
Of our teachers.
Yes, well, I mean, if you want to give them whiskey, sometimes they get a little like, but these are like great for going to parties, like cocktail parties during the holidays.
Okay, thank
you.
you.
know, I mean,
So-
hey, you know what? If you want to give it to your teachers, knowing they're teaching your kids the next day, go right ahead. Kidding.
Yeah.
But you know what I actually do give my teachers is the granola that I do.
Okay, let's talk
So
about your cherry
granola
granola.
is so great. I love doing granola.
Here,
all
I'll
right?
move and I'll keep filling the jar.
All right, no worries. Well, we got a bunch of them over there too. All right, so you start with your oats. You like them? They're great, huh? You start with your oats. Again, you can tailor this kind of thing to what you like in your granola. I do almonds and cashews.
Are the
again.
oats just like regular Quaker oats, like?
Yeah, just regular quick oats. Yeah, totally,
wow, just
absolutely.
quick oats.
Chia seeds, which are so good for
Oh,
you.
this is so good for digestion.
I love that. We got cinnamon.
For Alexandra's teachers.
And one done.
Exactly.
And a little bit of salt, all right?
Okay.
Well, you mix that for me. I'm
Sure.
gonna start mixing this stuff.
And some maple
Here,
syrup.
Do that one, it's a little easier.
Okay.
This will get caught. All right, and so this is maple syrup. I use coconut oil instead of butter.
Smart.
I like the flavor of it.
That's really a great
Yeah.
idea.
A little bit of vanilla extract.
Nice.
We'll whisk that up, and then we'll actually fold that into
Into here.
the dry stuff, right?
You had
Yummy.
Cameron at coconut oil, by the way.
Oh, I know.
He's
Had
so
Cameron
fast.
maple syrup. He's Canadian, you know.
Right up my alley, Tiffany.
I love maple syrup, man. I remember going to Canada for the very first time and having maple syrup that they do right on the frozen.
tap
Right on
tree.
the
Oh,
tree?
so great.
I did right out of the
So
tree.
good.
That's a
So
little
we'll fold that up, get it real coated, and then we add our dried cherries. I love dried cherries.
That's so smart.
Such a good. To me, it actually has more flavor than cranberries.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
I totally agree. Black
so
cherries are delicious.
I put the cherries in there, and then I add coconut.
More coconut. Why
Yeah.
not? So then we bake this.
So then we put this back on a parchment-lined baking sheet.
Okay.
I make it sure it's kind of flat because we want to make sure it does it evenly.
Okay. Oh, look at all that
I know,
goodness.
good
When you
stuff.
Get all that out.
That's okay. It's TV. We're being quick.
Yeah, I know, but it's
And then you
so
flatten
good.
it out. So this goes into the oven, okay?
It might be TV, but the crew's going to eat it. So I want to make sure
That's true. That's true. That's true.
There you go.
So we put this in the oven, right? 35 minutes. Every 8 to 10 minutes, I toss it just to make sure that it really gets, really
All comes
nice
together.
and brown and toasted on all sides. So this is it afterwards, right?
Oh
It's
my
TV. I
God.
didn't need a pot. I didn't need an
pot
oven
holder.
mitt.
So good.
And this is what it is afterwards. I mean, I'll tell you, you think apple pie is good to put in your house and make it smell good? This is what
this
makes
is
your house
amazing.
smell. Isn't that
You know what?
awesome?
That's amazing.
Kids
So
would love
good.
this. My kids would love
My
this.
kids love
Do
it.
they?
Yes, absolutely.
And
They're
look at
actually
that.
in the cookbook, actually eating it,
Yeah.
and Harper's like feeding my son.
And I had no idea how easy it is to make granola.
So easy.
It's a
Why
lot
not just make
healthier,
it
right?
yourself?
It's a
It's
lot
so-
healthier than the store-bought
Absolutely.
stuff.
Because you know how much
Because you know
sugar's
what?
in
There's
it.
no sugar.
There's no sugar.
There's no added
Right.
sugar. It's just the
Guilt-free.
maple syrup and then
That's
the coconut
beautiful.
oil.
He doesn't need
Well,
it though. It's
and
So
these
then
are
we
great gifts,
put, we
too.
put these, actually these are what we do for the teachers and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
We put it into bags here. And we give these as gifts. I
Whatever's
also
left
do,
over after the-
when I do brunches too, I give this as a giveaway. Like afterwards. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, or someone has dinner.
Tiffany has legendary brunches and dinners at her home.
Yeah.
She's an amazing chef.
But it's a nice little giveaway to give your guests after they've had dinner at your house. And you're
That's
like, here you go.
true.
Think of me in the morning.
That's so cute.
I love it. Let me ask you
That's
this.
super cute.
We talked a little bit about your kids, and of course your husband Brady. Your
Yeah.
holidays are among us right now. What are some of your traditions this time of year?
Oh gosh, I mean, I guess probably traditional for a lot of people with kids. You know, it's going to see Santa Claus,
Yeah.
doing the old Christmas list, what they want. I know. They don't even look like that anymore. That's what's so crazy. Is like you do a cookbook and it's like 3 years later it comes out.
Yeah, right.